This is the J Squared Gamecast, Episode 2, A Tad Slower, my chums. This episode was originally broadcast live on Wednesday the 26th of June 2014. This episode has been made possible by Twangmeister Studios, the small studio with the big sound. Hey, I'm Jacob Wilding, I shall be your host for today, and with me we have the fantastic Tom Walker.
Hello there.
And the also person, Sam Meadows.
Thanks guys.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Good to be here.
We appreciate you being here. And so we shall be talking for the next half an hour about this week's gaming news, a few reviews, and our views. So, without further ado, let's get on with it with this week's gaming news. Up first on the block, we have FIFA 15.
Yes.
I think I'm going to hand this one over to Tom, to be honest, because he's the only one who cares about this game.
Well,
in existence.
Not just me, it's everyone who actually has fun in life. So, may we play the trailer as soon as possible?
No. The
why
reason,
not?
Because it's just a load of pretentious
right.
twaddle about
Play
nothing.
Play it.
I'm not fine.
It's got the voiceover guy from Pacific Rim.
Play it.
Play it.
If I absolutely must.
I don't care about
Because
FIFA. I
it's
care
so
about Pacific Rim.
amazing.
I'll play about 30
Do it.
seconds, but I'm
Fine.
not playing any more.
Fine.
Do it.
Fine.
Do
This
it.
was the E3 gameplay.
Hang on a sec.
Trailer.
So, 7, 8. So this is the trailer for FIFA 15, if you're really that bothered.
Football is the greatest drama on earth.
Correct.
This is our stage, our theatre. I was born into it, others were adopted, but we're all connected. If you don't believe we're family, you haven't felt what we felt. Agony, tension, heartbreak. But that moment, when it comes together just right, words cannot describe.
They can. It's just people pushing a thing around a field, because hey, that's what football is.
No. Basically, it's a fantastic game, and it looks exactly the same as all the other FIFAs.
What are the new features, Tom?
They
Yeah,
haven't...
features!
I don't think they've released any yet, really. They've just shown a bit of gameplay, which is still amazing.
Meh.
What are the graphics like, Tom?
Yeah,
They
the
are-
graphics.
The people actually look like real people, like they've done in FIFA 14.
How about the AI, though, Tom? What's the AI like?
Still, they're amazing, non-sarcastic. They're goalkeeping.
See, what annoyed me about FIFA 14 was that they said, realistic AI for, pitch side people. It wasn't like, oh, ball coming towards us, walk backwards slightly, but not actually walk, just shift. Whereas, in PES, which is a technically inferior game, had actual proper, whoa, there's a ball, run away, that kind of thing.
But the thing is, I don't know what animals run that shit, but it's not like FIFA. Because they've got a dive button. A dive button.
Why not? It's more realistic, isn't it?
Yeah, but everybody hates divers because they give away penalties or they just get laughed at. FIFA's got them by the balls and just said no diving button because
that's just we need a diving button.
No, we don't.
Diving's fun.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Unless you're a swimmer. Ha 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 ha.
Anyway, yeah, but we don't talk about the London 2012 video game.
Never heard of it.
Oh, be happy. Any opinions on that one, Sam?
Football is
The
a
best sport
thing.
ever.
You kick the ball around. There's an offside rule, and
You always
there's
get that
a
new
guy-
stripper.
There's a guy who stops the ball from going into the goal. So yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty much all I know as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where have you
Games,
guys been living?
guys.
Yep. Cutting edge, isn't
Video
it?
games.
Video games.
But may I
Video
just
games.
butt in? As the World Cup is now on, Suarez was indeed in the first, trailer, which was about 11 seconds long of him taking a free kick. And if no one's actually heard, but I think it's been bounced around a lot, that he has bitten Chiellini in the Italian match.
This is a games podcast.
I don't care. This needs to be.
Well,
Let me
football
remind
counts as
my-
a game, just not a video game, so I don't care.
Let me remind
Anyway.
our audience that We're not.
Okay, fine. For the audience of
trail,
gamers,
beaten trail.
explain this sport thing to us then.
Sport, in the sense of football, as against yesterday. Suarez went, ooh, I like Chile. Ooh, I like a bit of meat out of him. So, because Chiellini put his arm
Bit
out.
homoerotic there.
Put his arm out, and nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Italian with chips. Ooh, Chiellini and chips. Chiellini and chive. The list goes on. As it's going to be told.
There'll be a DLC package for the game.
There'll be a DLC package. The Suarez celebration.
No, it'll be Suarez's attack. Suarez's attack. Cannibalism. Counterparts. The game.
RB. Just.
I don't know. There has been weird. There has been weird just glitches in the game, so I can't see them actually releasing a DLC that does that.
Giant hands, midget players, giant players. The list goes on.
Homoerotic celebrations.
Gangnam Style was put in.
Really?
Yeah, I was put in. But I think everybody just uses Gangnam Style when you put.
Do you remember the
scores?
Do you remember the FIFA Faces glitch?
I think so.
The camera would just zoom in on the creepiest faces. A bit, the Luigi death stare.
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically that, but from football players who are upside down with their bums in the air.
Nothing wrong with that.
Of course.
That's a bit cheeky. Whoa.
Anyway, yep. So basically, EA, being EA, are going to release FIFA 13 again under the name FIFA 15, as they did with FIFA 14 as well. And just say, look, it has slightly better graphics. We added a bit more pixel and added some colour. And look, there's some colour.
And they've got license for referees.
Oh, back off.
Everyone's going to use Howard Webb and just absolutely abuse him.
I don't get that reference. Let's move on.
The first match on FIFA 15 will be your battle against the Origin servers as you try and log in for the first time and it doesn't work.
Fadumtish. You know what? I can vouch for that because I recently downloaded Peggle from Origin because it was free and Peggle is just Peggle, so Peggle. But yeah.
Should we move on to the next topic?
Yes, the next topic we have is the Steam Summer Sale again.
Yeah.
The Steam Summer Sale, yes.
This has been good. I keep on I'm like, right, I'm not going to spend any more. I need to save my money.
I can't spend any more.
I'm done. And then I end up spending like 10, 15 more pounds, and I just can't control it. It just keeps on happening.
Like an addiction.
So of course, for those who don't know, the Steam Summer Sale is a daily deals thing that's based on American time. So of course it'll reset in 2 hours apparently. Well, an hour and a bit, and currently you can get Metro Last Light for $6.79, Splinter Cell Blacklist for $4.99, Fallout New Vegas for $5.09.
Call of Duty Ghost for $19.99.
We don't talk about Ghosts, but hey,
$19.99. Why not?
Fine, Call of Duty Ghost $19.99.
Call of Doge.
It still doesn't deserve to be that price for what the game is. Anyway, Age of Wonders 3 is $14.99. Let's just say today's deals I don't think are very good. Oh, actually, hold on.
Age of Wonders is actually a really good game.
Also, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons is, arguably a fantastic game. That is at $2.19, so you might want to pick that up.
Nothing wrong with that.
Of course, Murdered Soul Suspect is a pretty good game. That's at $20.09. Torchlight 2, $3.74. Don't know anything about that. And Blackguards, don't know anything about that either. $10.19.
Torchlight 3, very good. It's your average RPG, run around, fight things,
I don't
get
care then.
Experience, get better armour, that kind of thing. Age of Wonders is a strategy game, I do believe, whereby you build up your army, conquer the world, all mystical style and stuff. You're a very big army, powerful, commandy kind of thing. Metro Last Light is set like after the whole world goes to bad, and most of humanity lives underground in metro stations.
We do anyway.
Well, yeah. And there's aliens and stuff, and that's really cool. Fallout New Vegas, which is on deal, that's Fallout New Vegas. You've probably heard about that. And a bunch of other games that are really good, so yeah.
And of course, along with the daily sales, they also have a flash sale, which resets every 8 hours, and that only contains 4 games. Right now you can get King Arthur's Gold for £3.49, Kingdom Rush for £1.74, Castle Crashers for 99 pence,
yes, Castle
and Magicka for £1.99.
Oh, yeah, Castle Crashers.
And the great thing is, all of the previous deals. So, for example, yesterday's deals where you could get the Lego Movie and Saints Row 4 cheap. The deals are still available. They're just not as much. So they were down to about 80% off for the Lego Movie. It's now 75% off.
What about Super Amazing Wagon Adventure?
That is basically, you have your wagon and you go
I know
on
what
Super
it is.
Amazing Wagon
I
Adventure.
know what it is,
with your
but
friends.
that's an amazing deal.
Oh yeah, the Super Amazing Wagon Adventure, the previous flash sale, is available at 66% off for 67 pence. I got no idea what it is, but that will be interesting.
It's amazing.
But the great thing is with the flash sale is you can actually vote on what set of games they are. Of course, you need to log in for that to happen, and I haven't done, so I can't tell you what's going to come up next. I'll get that sorted for next time. But yeah, that's that.
Next topic.
I don't think there's anything else to say there, other than that I picked up some games recently, and now I can't, because, hey, bank accounts exist and are limited. The next is the Steam Summer Adventure. So, as far as I know, this is kind of a new thing that they're doing this year, is the Steam Summer Adventure. It's a 10-day programme in which people are randomly assigned to 5 different teams of different colours, being blue, red, green, pink, and purple, and they all battle it out by getting points by crafting badges for the Steam trading card system. You just craft badges, get points, and then the team that wins on that day, 30 people who contributed points will win the top 3 games from their wish list, which is a pretty good deal, really, and a great incentive to craft badges. However, some people have noticed that it appears rigged. I mean, for example, so far, because there's been 5 days so far, no team has won twice, and it's been a different team every day. And, well, yeah, I've said that. But it's a different team every day. But also, the team that's won has either doubled or tripled the previous, the next team score. So, for example, day 1, purple wins 485,000 as opposed to 407,000 on green. Day 2, red wins. Of course, purple shot forward here a bit. Red's on 558,000, whereas purple's on 503,000. Day 3, we have a green win at 747,000, and the next team is 332,000. Day 4 even. Pink won at 1,035,000 as opposed to 331,000 for the other teams.
Woo, pink team, yeah.
And of course, my team that I'm on yesterday won with 1,242,000 as opposed to 273,000 for the next ones.
Pink team's better.
However,
I'm not just saying
now
that
then,
that's my team.
That does obviously seem very rigged, and it has been confirmed that is rigged. Now, originally I thought there was some kind of Steam fairness system in place, but it turns out that there isn't. There's no fairness system in place. Instead, we're getting no, it's rigged, but not by Valve. Basically, is what I'm saying there. It's been rigged instead by members of the Steam subreddit.
Please continue.
Wow. So members of the Steam as soon as these teams happened, of course, Reddit being Reddit, people made subreddits for each of these teams. And so people in these teams said, right, we need to need to have a day in which we win this, so we shall try harder on this day than on other days, giving them an advantage on that days. But then, of course, the teams noticed each other were doing that, and one guy started in the Steam subreddits, put together a timetable of when each team was going to win. I haven't got that timetable on me because I can't remember where I found it. But it is good that that's being done. And so it has been decided that certain teams will win on certain days. And this is just a fantastic show of how the PC gaming community is much better than the console gaming community.
I'll have to agree because I'm trapped in the 4 walls of your studio, the studio.
There's nowhere to run, Tom. You have to agree with us.
Yeah.
Join
I don't
us,
agree
Tom.
with you, but I'm going to have to.
There's some sharp things around here somewhere.
Yeah.
But I will say the Xbox, in the sense of iPlay community, when I go to Call of Duty, aren't the most likeable of people. especially when you...
Do you not
They're
enjoy
not.
being sweared at by 11-year-olds, Tom? Isn't that a great experience
Of
for
course
you?
it is, especially when they don't know, if you say beef curtains, they go, oh, I had steak last night. Or,
Well,
that's not being mean.
It's all 12-year-olds playing Call of Duty 6 years too young, and shouting about how they, I don't know, fisted your grandmother or something.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the entire basis of the Xbox community. And the PlayStation community is no better.
Minecraft's just hilarious when you just blow up someone's house.
Oh dear. But yeah, this kind of, teamwork in order to win a competition. This kind of, this kind of collective anti-competition. Just, you would not get this on a console. It's just amazing that the PC community would do this. And in fact, you actually get a live daily scoreboard of what's going on.
Red's absolutely smashing it.
So it would appear that Red's due to win today. And so right now I've actually frozen the stats, and I can see that Red's on 865,000, whereas everyone else is around 475,000, except Pink, who's on 368,000.
Get it together, Pink. Come on.
Don't worry.
Why
team's
aren't you
always
helping?
last.
Why aren't you contributing?
Because I'm here and not
So?
at home buying video games.
Yeah.
There's a
However,
thing called a laptop.
Steam isn't happy with this. No, Valve isn't happy with this. Valve being the ones in charge of Steam and for making Portal.
I'm not happy.
Basically, they make a lot of money through the trading and buying of the cards, which are used to craft the badges. So of course, you get points for crafting badges, foil badges, and you get extra points for the foils and all that. But one example I saw is during the Summer Adventure, the prices of most cards have skyrocketed. People are paying more for them because they're more in demand. And so there's been people who've what is it? So I actually saw a stat that said that on one day, from one trading card, Valve made a total of over $2,000 profit from that, which is fairly impressive. And given how many cards exist on Steam and how often they're traded, they make a lot of profit from this. So this kind of anti-competitive thing does kind of, hurts Valve, but to be honest, I don't really care.
Fair enough.
I think we need to change it so Pink win all the prizes and are unstoppable. Because I want to get coloured Juarez for free. I don't want to pay for it. I want it for free.
Yeah,
Off my
that's
wish
how
list.
life works. But of course, Valve has managed to kind of, they've tried to kind of, destroy this by adding second place and third place prizes. So the team that, as I said, the team that wins, 30 random people who contributed points will get the top 3 games from their wish list. In the team in second place, 20 players get 2 games, and the third place, 10 players get 1 game from their wish list. And so that's now had a bit of competition for first and second. So right now I can see that purple and green are battling it out for second, whereas they are still allowing red to shoot ahead. So I'm just glad that a minority of the community has managed to have an effect this big that kind of makes it a lot fairer. I'm really happy with the gaming community at the moment.
Well, you've got to be a bit more specific in the sense of PC gaming community.
Yeah.
I give it 2 days before this whole thing is collapsed and
I give it about the same.
in ruins this whole organisation, and it just becomes a full-on free-for-all.
And of course, it is allowed to completely collapse now because each team has won once. So who cares from now on? But they have scheduled for each team to win twice, which is quite nice of them.
So why don't they just give them so if they know this is already happening, so why don't they just give everybody the same amount of...
Because Valve want money, Tom.
Yeah, but think
Infinite
about it.
money.
They want money.
Of course they want money, but if you look at it, you're not... well, it's just greedy bar stewards.
The more money that Valve have, the more hats we can use in Team Fortress 2.
That is a very good point.
So, just give them all the money.
It's a bit old news now, but did you ever see the 15-minute short film that came out about teleporting bread?
I did do, yeah. That
Oh,
was very
that's
good.
brilliant.
It was very good.
I've only seen teleporting fat guy. So.
Okay.
I'll send you that later, Tom. Anyway, Next up on the agenda is a bit of a rumour news that might confuse a few people because, well, how is this game related? So Google I.O. happens today, and for us that's at 9 p.m, so, we're not going to catch this news. But
Is it your bedtime?
Well, no. I'll be awake till gone 4 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah, 'cause
but this podcast ends in about 10 minutes. So,
Well done.
so one of the things that they're rumoured to announce alongside, Android 5 or 4.5 or whatever, is Android TV. Now, seeing the letters TV after a Google product might make a few of you run because, well, Google TV was awful. Logitech would say, yeah, this is a great thing, and then said, no, it's not, and retracted everything. But this, however, is going to be, supposedly, a little box like the Amazon Fire TV that you plug it into the back of your TV, and it comes with a game controller, and then you get access to the game store on Google Play.
Dun dun dun.
So it's like the Ouya.
It's pretty much an Ouya, but better. Because, of course, the issues with the Ouya and the Amazon one is that they're not allowed to use Google Play services. And, of course, part of Google Play services is Google Play Games, which pretty much is like Xbox Live, but for Android. And, of course, given that most people, a lot of people have Android devices, and most people who have Android will have Google Play services. So, of course, a lot of people are already using that. So it makes sense, really, to get another thing that ties into that. I just hope that they price this well.
I can play Candy Crush on my TV.
Yes, you can, as long as it supports made-for-controller games.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. But, there's the advantage it has over Fire TV, and, I just hope, though, that they ship a decent controller, like the 360 controller. That is... the shape of that is just... I cannot use anything else.
It's absolutely sensational, Jeff.
Sensational.
Absolutely sensational.
Absolutely. So that brings us, finally, to a new topic in, second episode, so hey, whatever. Our picks of the week, where basically we shall each pick a thing to talk about and tell you why it's a good thing and why you should go out and buy that thing. And my thing is Cities in Motion 2. Now, this is... it's a fairly old game. It was released... Well, not fairly old. It's recent, but old. It was released August 2013. It's basically a transport management simulator based on the Unity 2 engine, is it? Unity 2? I don't know. It's whatever the latest Unity is. I think it's 2. Or is it 4? I can't remember. But it looks amazing. It looks pretty much as good as SimCity, which is actually a pretty good feat. And it actually works better than SimCity because, no DRM.
I would expect it to work better than SimCity. That's not a difficult thing.
For example, you can play it offline. You can do that in SimCity now, but that was about a year later, and they had to patch it for that, even after saying it was impossible. It's basically just a transport management simulator. There's a lot of DLC for it, and I will be picking up all the DLC once I can. There's plenty of it. You have buses, monorails, trams, trolley buses, metros, water buses. There's all sorts of stuff. It's just a fantastic game. I'd recommend going out and at least looking at it. I know QWERTY Afro on YouTube. He has a lot of gameplay on that, so you might want to have a look at his stuff. Anyway, Tom, what have you chosen for this week?
I've gone for the classic Red Dead Redemption.
Very good game.
Hey.
I was just scrolling through some Xbox classics. It's nearly somehow calling itself a classic now on the marketplace, and it said...
Well, GTA 4 is apparently a classic.
Red Dead Redemption. I thought, let's have a look. It's about £20. $4.99. $4.99.
That's a good price,
It's
actually.
a good price for a good game.
So I thought, I can actually buy it, unlike someone in this room.
Have you never seen anything
Knowing
about
your
Red
luck,
Dead-
though, it'll be the next game on Games with Gold.
Have you never seen anything about Red Dead Redemption before?
No, because I never gave one.
Being made by Rockstar, a lot of people just say, oh, it's just going to be GTA but old. But
Oh,
actually,
no,
it is
it's not.
so different. It's more different than you'd imagine, isn't it?
I played it for a couple of hours and I thought, how can people relate this to GTA? I don't know.
It's not at all.
You get a
similar, which is
horse.
Brilliant.
Get a horse.
How much of the online have you done?
Bully is closer
About
to GTA
20
5.
minutes.
No, GTA even.
And I got absolutely shat on.
I've got a few really good stories about online. The first being, I joined a group, and you can join posses in the game, and this posse was about me and 7 other people. And while I was riding along with them, they all stopped by a cart, and decided to all get out, and it looked like they were all chatting on the little microphones. So what I decided to do was pull out a piece of grenade, the in-game version of the grenade, the stick of dynamite, blew them all up, and they decided, let's go and kill this guy. They couldn't. I had 8 guys trying to kill me. By the end of it, my screen was red. I'd got a 11, 12 kill streak because these guys were literally no good, no cover at all, and things were just, like, when you get a 10 kill streak, you get like a 1,000 bounty, so you just get officers on the way in. So I'm just stood there, officers charging at me, full on Clint Eastwood moment, as I'm just gunning them down. It took one of them with a sniper to take me down, and I felt like King of the West. It was great. The game's great for things like that, and it'll give you plenty
You
of...
want to die happy.
If you want to be a bit of Rambo knocking about, but with like a lot
Brilliant.
semi-automatic pistols.
Yeah, and being a cowboy is cool.
Especially the hat.
And the zombie expansion is always fun as well.
And what's yours then, Sam?
Mine is... It's a mix-up between... one of them that I've forgotten which it is, and Borderlands 2.
Borderlands 2.
Which I got over the weekend. It's an RPG, guys. It's a first-person shooter.
For God's sake.
Based entirely on loot. It's a really good game. It's you land on... It's the sequel to Borderlands 1, obviously.
Whoa.
So it's
Never saw that coming.
following the story with 4 completely different characters. 6, actually, because they added 2 more as DLC. It's got all your favourite characters from Borderlands 1. It's the enemies just as weird as they were in Borderlands 1. I had a psycho run at me at one point, and the only thing he shouted at me was semen. He jumped up and shouted semen at me and then charged at my face.
I thought he'd charge for you.
So
Lovely.
I sliced him in half with my sword, because I've been playing as the character Zero, who's the in-game sniper, which means I've been just blowing heads up, and I've also been playing another shooter, which I've forgotten the name of, The Line something, I can't remember.
Oh, Spec Ops: The Line.
Spec Ops: The Line, yeah, that was Unreal.
Yes.
I played that. The game's very good at making you feel like a terrible person. Some of the decisions you make you feel like... You remember last episode I said I enjoyed shooting random innocent people in Modern Warfare 2? I didn't enjoy it in Spec Ops: The Line. It made me feel horrible.
Why does it say you are a heartless waste of life?
There was literally
all the words to follow.
Later on in the game, like at the start of the game, when you die in the little tip thing or story like thing that comes up with a picture, like Call of Duty or something, that usually says so-and-so thinks this about so-and-so. Literally, it popped up and said, you are a good person. The game had to try and make me feel better.
That's brilliant.
Trying to make me feel better. And then later on it said, you killed innocent people, don't you feel bad? Or something like that. And it's like, thanks.
You should have said,
Really, see,
no.
See, Nerd Cubes put that on one of his greatest games list, and he said that if you go into it thinking it's a generic and brown shooter, you're in for a great treat there.
It's more yellow because it's based around sand.
It is.
I went with the very colourful colour palette version as well that you get on PC. I don't know if you get it on Xbox, so the game was very pretty.
Wow.
There was a bunch of guys running at me, so I shot this glass through, and they just got caved in by sand and died. It was great.
Aww.
It was great, a lot of fun.
That sounds brilliant. Like, I can say, go and check that out if you're old enough or not. I don't know.
Check out Red Dead Redemption unless everybody's still got it.
Yeah.
And I think Citizen Emotions are 7 because of alcohol reference. So yeah.
What kind of alcohol reference?
I haven't found it yet.
There was a crazy old man on the bus who was very drunk. Do you want to kick him off, or do you want to just run him over?
That'll be
It's
it.
your choice.
Anyway, just before we go, I'd like to give thanks to Twangmeister Studios, the small studio with the big sound. Twangmeister Studios is the perfect place for you to record your next project, big or small, whatever. I mean, no project is too big, no project too small. You can have, solo artist groups or whatever. Of course, we're all in it. We're all happy with it. Everything's working fine.
We've got comfy chairs.
Yeah, go. Just come in for the chairs.
Come for chairs. Woo!
Yeah, that's really all you need when recording music. So yeah, I'm Jacob Wilding.
See ya.
Okay, I was kind of hoping you'd say your name, but
No, I don't have to.
Fine.
You have to tell. You always have
Fine.
to say your full name.
That guy's Tom Walker. That guy's
I don't
Sam
have a name.
Mares.
I don't have a name. I'm anonymous.
Fair enough.
Joe
Anyway,
Blogs.
Rob wants to name anonymous.
thanks for listening. Have a nice day, and we hope to see you next week. Goodbye.